pussy bobbing on the toilet. We was rolling out weed in the backseat, all the smoking on the street, but the club where they eat off a few dry leaves. No, the fuck you can't leave, we was floating. Had my body hanging out of the window, my kinfolk is driving, yeah. I got a right on my thoughts down, I read my step like it's a Bible, yeah. Can I fuck you in the back of the truck that I never had? My bad. Sneak around, girl, I know you like that. But it over, let me see that, y'all need crystal clear. Yeah, my crystal clear. Tie the thing around my throat like the size of the soul. Call the smoke over dope like a new atmosphere. Hold it in the living, baby, living. Make it wet, yeah, I'm here for the hot box. Watch me hit it with the flow and it don't stop. In the good, we ain't never met a dough lock, on God, on me. Alright, okay, alright, okay, alright, okay, you got it, on me, oh my, okay, alright, okay, you got it. Whatever you want, baby, whatever you need, you know you got it, and you know you got it. You can say whatever you want, whatever's helping you sleep, you know you got it, and you know. Whatever you want, you know what's helping you sleep, you know you got it. And you know you got it. You can do whatever you want, whatever's helping you sleep, you know you.
Hey, this is Keisha from Hickory, and I'm listening to the Views podcast.
Here we go. What up, Sharelle?
Just right away.
Right there. Just gonna throw it out there. Welcome to the first one. Nah, I ain't gonna I'm low key hyped.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm yeah, I was like doing these episodes and I kept saying like, man, this is fun, but I need somebody when I'm quiet and I can't think of a question. I know somebody who can definitely hold their own.
I definitely do ask a lot of questions.
No, it's good.
It's the journalist in me.
That's exactly what I was going for.
But sometimes I ask too many questions. Like people be like, why do you need to know? And I'm like, I feel like the conversation was going. Like everybody wants to know. I'm just gonna ask it. That's it.
I actually don't have a problem with that at all.
Yeah.
And didn't somebody, when you growing up, then your moms was like, yo, don't any dumb questions or question that you didn't ask?
Nope, my mom never said that. Like,
no,
sometimes it's like, no, my mom did say that because my mom will ask you. She has no filter. My dad would be like, why you ask that? Like, right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's none of your business.
Well, I'm happy to have you on. I said this is the crazy thing is when I was going through the search, I was like, this is something, this is like a stew, like a pot of, like it feels good, but it's missing something. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it missing? I'm like, I'm cool, but I talk too much. I need somebody. You know what I kept doing? I listen to these podcasts. Like on Head Wraps and Lipstick, do you listen to the episodes after you
Absolutely.
When you post them?
Absolutely.
All right. And we're going to get into that too, because it's got to be an official introduction. But I consider this game tape. So like when I go to work, I throw it on.
Right.
And you know what I hate? You know what I do a lot that I can't stop saying for some reason? I didn't realize I was saying it this much. Was a few things. One was a lot of New York references. Yeah, I know, but
I don't see anything wrong with that. Like, that's who we are.
That is.
Like, we're never going to stop saying dead ass, ever.
Okay, so it's not the words I was saying, like facts. It was more like comparisons. I was comparing a lot. So I had to stop that. I was like, I can't do this anymore. But that's because that was the only thing that came to my mind.
I say a lot. I need to stop saying that. I need to stop saying
Obama did it. Took him all the way to the damn presidency.
No, see, that's different. I'm talking about you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't sound right.
I used to say, it resonates with me. You know what resonates with me? I'm like, I don't even say that word not one time in any other conversation do I say that shit.
Right.
But for some reason, the only word that come up to me, resonate with me. I was like, yo, I needed someone else that I can sit here and vibe with, because like I say all the time, this is a spinoff of Go Create Podcast. And when me and Paulie was on, we vibed, and I was like, I need another vibe partner. I don't want to do this by myself anymore. So I just want to say thank you for joining.
You're welcome.
The Views team. For everybody who doesn't know, I don't know if you don't know, I don't know why you don't know, but she is one half of the Head Wraps and Lipstick podcast.
Yes.
And it's a dope podcast. Don't let the name fool you if you're a dude. It is a good listen. It's a great listen.
We get that a lot. Like, a lot of people be like, oh, like, so you guys talk about beauty and stuff? I'm like, absolutely not. We are a pop culture, politics, and trending topics podcast.
Yes, and it's jokes. And y'all vibe together. You and Sierra, y'all vibe together. Hi, this is Sierra B. It's her T. And
I'm your girl, Sharelle B.
It is.
My sister said, she was like, I hate your intro. I'm like,
really?
Hater. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, that's it's y'all. And then I got the little intro. You got the intro music too. I was like, oh, I need intro music. I need intro music. Yeah, because it's popping. It's like it's Sharelle. Head rap. Yeah, I listen to it So like when I drop an episode, so it's like there's my episode that drops on Wednesdays and y'all episodes that drop on Thursdays.
Yeah.
And then there's Henny and Scotch that I drop on Thursday. So literally I get 2 hours.
It's a lot.
No, that's remember back when you was in school and like on Sunday before the internet and all that shit pop, you had like on Sunday night you had like Martin, then you had whatever came after Martin, then you had that 1 hour of New York Undercover.
Yo, New York Undercover.
And then it was like 10 p.m. news, and it was like, fuck, it's time to go to bed now.
Yeah. Oh my God, that used to be my show.
Yeah,
that used to be my show. I used to love Malik Yoba.
He was one of those.
Yeah. Are you judging me?
No.
No,
I just new information.
But
nah.
He's fine.
Yeah. I don't know.
I need to get one of yours because
No. Malik Yoba, I understood it. He was Idris Elba. What was his name? How you say his name?
Who? The other dude?
Idris Elba. He was He was Idris Elba before Idris Elba.
I know what you're saying. The guy that wanted to be like 007.
Yeah.
His name's like Idris.
I get it.
Is it Idris?
Idris Elba.
Idris.
Idris.
Wow.
Yeah, he was that. He was him before him.
That's true. That's true.
He was the eye candy for because the rest of them was not popping. Like the Puerto Rican dude was funny looking. I used to hate looking at him. I was like,
awful.
Stop putting this nigga on the TV.
Hey.
And then there was they had like the Puerto Rican chick who was the detective. Mm-hmm. And then they threw in the...
Hold on, wasn't that Rosie Perez? I'm tripping.
Nah, you tripping.
She looked just like Rosie Perez.
Not even a little bit.
Maybe I need to look.
Google. Hey, Google. Then they had the white chick who was a detective.
Hey, Alexa.
Yeah, exactly. What are you talking about?
Yeah, so I just want to say thank you for definitely, being a part of this family. I feel like we're going
to have fun.
We're going to have a lot of fun.
We're going to have a lot of fun.
But we are sitting across from a dope-ass artist in her own right.
Right.
Yeah. Who, if you don't, you guys probably don't know, or if you do, I think I did say that. I said, you were supposed to be episode 2.
Yeah.
But we had a little technical difficulties. So we had to push it back. But nonetheless, we're going to get this out here. So what's up? I just want to... What's up, Bleu?
Hello.
Yeah, man. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, you've driven a long way today.
I've been doing a lot these past few days. But it's all right. It's okay.
It's the life of an artist, though. Right?
Yeah, that is very true. I'd rather be on the go than be stagnant. So
there you go. Yeah. There you go.
Facts. Because what's that? Boredom is what a devil play or some shit like that. I don't know.
Oh, the devil. Idle Hands.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, I should know that. Okay, yeah.
Idle Hands is the devil playground. The only reason why I know that is because I have a movie called Idle Hands.
Oh, really?
And it's based on that.
Right.
Yeah. So, all right, Bleu. So, where you from?
I'm from North Carolina. I'm from a very small town in North Carolina. It's called Bear Creek.
Bear Creek.
Yeah, we
What's the next biggest town?
The biggest town closest to that is like I'm right in the middle of like Sanford and Greensboro, and then
I like how you threw Sanford out there. Like anybody was gonna know Sanford.
You don't know who Sanford? It's right next to Fayetteville. Everybody in Fayetteville know where Sanford is. So if you from Fayetteville, you know where Sanford is.
All right, Sanford. Okay. So it's like a drive-through town.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of those places where you get stopped at by police. They be.
Oh, that's called America then.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you from America then?
Oh yeah. They love to get you right there. Swear to God, the only way that people know about where I'm from is because they've gotten pulled over right there.
Oh, what's that?
Yes.
So they don't give you tickets in that town; they give you citations to come back.
Oh no, you coming back?
Yeah,
you gonna get to know the courthouse and all of that.
Is it like? Does it have is it a big population or no?
It's very small. It's very
like
small.
You know everybody.
Yeah, for the most part, everybody's either cousins, kissing cousins.
Wow.
I never dated.
Oh wow, kissing cousins. I've heard that in a while.
No, I get it.
Yeah, and a lot of rednecks. You got a lot of rednecks out there too. A lot of prejudice and stuff. Yeah.
Really?
Being half black and a lesbian is on a whole nother level down there. Whole nother level.
Oh, you got 2 strikes.
Wow.
I actually got 3 because being black, half black, they were like,
your mother's
yeah.
She loves black men. I'm sorry. Like, what do you want me to do?
So do you.
Right. You love black women. Shut up.
So wow. So what brought you to Charlotte then?
Well, at first, I started out in Winston doing school and stuff like that. I was really driven to finish school in Charlotte.
You went to Winston-Salem State?
I did.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's all good.
I went to college. I didn't. So what's going on here?
It's just it's all HBCU love, but I'm an Aggie. So.
That's right.
Yeah, I understand that. See, I don't really like them either.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. I have love for all HBCUs.
Yeah.
That really gave me a whole nother perspective on life.
Yeah.
As far as like being a community, being together, being annoying and together, but being together.
Yeah.
For sure. That's where I started my modeling career at.
You modeled too?
Yeah, I was in a model troupe out there. It's a
Damn,
Mosaic modeling
troops.
Yeah.
I was in one too.
Okay.
modeling
Wait.
troupe.
What's a modeling troupe though?
What?
I told you I didn't go to college.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I got, I had to dress up as a woman. I had to dress up in heels to show them that I wanted to be a part of it, but they never made me dress like that again. It was just like an initiation type of thing. Let me embarrass you real quick. But everybody was pretty surprised. I was like, bitch, I got legs.
The switch up game is serious. What was your time? What did you do?
I was in Next Level Modeling Troupe.
I feel like, well, maybe not the same year, but I feel like we like competed against them at one point in time.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, so y'all have modeling competition?
Oh my
Yeah.
That's
It was a lot of fun. It was like almost like halfway dancing.
Yeah, like
To
it's
a
a
certain
big
extent.
deal. It's a deal. Like,
Okay, so all right.
and then if like one school had like where I went, like they had 2 different modeling troupes, so it was even a competition between like
because it was
like we were popping and they weren't.
That's exactly it.
Dig.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, like that's
we
basically
had to shit on the other ones real quick and be like, look, it's all love, but
So how
you can't twist and turn like
Yeah,
me. My footwork
exactly.
is not yours.
Okay, so how do you? Okay, all right. So walk me through this already. So okay, because this is new to me. I've never heard this before in my life. So all right, so describe a competition. What is it? Is it like kind of like a swimsuit competition or like no, not swimsuit. The Miss America.
Miss America comes on tonight. Thank you. Just reminding myself I need to tape it. Sorry. Go ahead.
I am so
wait. So is it like that?
Well, to a certain extent, but not really. Like you're not talking. You're more moving so as a group. Like you'll have a routine set up and like you'll practice for weeks and weeks and weeks.
Dance routine?
Yeah, it kind of sort of. It's like a mix between dancing and footwork. And
what's the footwork is?
Footwork is what, like when you see a model walk down the line, down the runway, they'll either walk to the left and they'll twist their feet.
Yeah.
Or they'll walk to the right and they'll twist their feet.
Wow.
With us, we put it, we're at HBCU. So we did a little bit more than that. We did a whole lot of twisting and turning, and it was a lot of head movement and just a lot of flavor. There's a lot of culture. And
I like that flavor word.
Yeah. There's a lot of different seasonings to this.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
So we all brought a lot of elements, we would compete within our troupe, we'd always have like little rivals of who could, who was the smoothest out of the guys, and it was always the girls.
Oh, so dudes can do it too then?
Yeah, because I dressed up like a man, I guess you could say. I would have a suit, and my slacks and everything.
Word.
And I go up there, and the point was to make everybody in the crowd wet. Like that was my job, and I did it.
Oh, wow.
I did it well, yeah. So we would compete against each other at practice. Like, you're not better than me, I'm better than you, and like that was how it went, So you had the confidence to go out and battle other people, So
y'all did this. Y'all competed against other schools.
Mm-hmm.
So what year did you graduate? What year did you go? You attended?
I went into like at the end of 2012.
2012.
Yeah, I
And
graduated.
you graduated.
I graduated in 2011, but I stopped modeling in 2008.
2008.
So you were there way before me.
Yeah.
I first went into college in 2012. I didn't actually start modeling until 2013.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was.
So did your school ever beat A&T?
I think the people that we were like, because it was us. We came in second place at the one competition that we went into, but I think it started with a C. I don't know who.
Couture.
That's exactly what their name.
Couture. That's a school
Are they
name.
from?
That's A&T.
Okay.
Couture is A&T's model.
Oh,
troupe.
so y'all lost to them.
Yeah, to Couture.
Couture is like.
Yeah, they came in with a lot of different. Like we had run down thrift store outfits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Macklemore.
And they had some really, you know, exquisite looking things. Like I think it had more to do.
They seem a little bougie to me. I don't know.
You know, but I mean, you gotta come with the look and the moves. You can't just have one or the other. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna judge you on all. I
gotta go to one of these. So when is the competition? Is it homecoming?
I mean, I know Mosaic is still doing it. I know Mosaic.
Oh, they might not be doing it anymore.
But I mean, I follow them on Instagram. They're still doing their thing. I don't really keep up with them. Like I think I went back one time to audition, not to audition, but an audition is happening, and they was like, "Yo, it's an old head," and then I had to like shut everybody up real quick. Yeah. Because they was like, "Oh, you can't do it no more," and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, none of y'all are even doing it like this.
Yeah. Give me 5, I'll be back. I'm going to the back cave. We'll come out Batman.
Yeah. It's serious. It's a serious situation.
So all this stuff happens in college, man. I wish somebody would have told me this shit back in the day.
All this stuff happens at HBCUs.
Yeah, HBC. Because when I went, I moved, I transferred. Because I was like, I learned everything that I felt like I needed to learn. I experienced so many things. And it only happened in like 2 years. And I still hadn't graduated. So I was like, I got to go somewhere else. So I transferred to UNCC. And so when I got up here, I was like, wow.
Oh, there's no flavor.
Like, it was so uncultured. Oh, my God. And then everybody's so cliquey. And like, I don't know. And the fraternities are weird. Like, they don't like indulge in everybody else. Like, they're just completely secluded. And like, you know, it's great. You know, I love fraternities and sororities and like the opportunities that they give, even though they're like little mini cults. But
that's what I got.
No puns intended.
One of my favorite movies is Old School.
You feel me? So, but yeah.
Bleu, I'm your boy. Nah, I'm playing.
You know, I get that a lot. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, so, you know, once the Salem State was the shit. But yeah, when I moved up here, I was a lot more alone. I was a lot more isolated. I didn't.
You talking about at school?
Yeah, UNC. Like I didn't. I tried to come with the same type of energy as I brought to the HBCU, and nobody was as open to being like accepting. You know what I mean? So like, it was almost like, you know, well, all right, I guess I'm gonna walk to class now.
Yeah,
crack this book open.
Yeah, like I ain't got nothing to do, nobody to hang out with, so I guess I'll learn then. Like, yeah. So that was my experience from the switch. It wasn't all that great when UNCC
kind of reminds me of, I have a bigger version of a community college.
Definitely, you're rude.
It does.
You're rude. It's true though.
It does. It feels that way.
That's the sad part about it.
Because you don't get a college feel. I mean, when you're on a campus, you get a college feel, but
I feel like, you know, unless you're completely stressing and you're losing sleep, you know, you just don't get a college feel for anything, you know?
I think it's probably like if you're from here, you know what I'm saying? But like for people that literally came from,
okay, I guess
like think about people that came from, I'm not even gonna say, like to Charlotte, it's a completely different situation.
It was,
you know what I'm saying?
That's how Charlotte is
how
perceived from the rest of the state.
It won me that way because I came here and it's big. Mm-hmm. It's, you know, it's like, wow, it looks like so many opportunities, but it's like, you gotta know people first. Like, you can't just move somewhere and not know nobody. So that was my problem. I came up here and didn't know no one. So I kind of had to wiggle my way and find people because it sucked. But yeah, that was why I came to Charlotte. It was for school originally, and then things happened.
So when did you get into the music? Is that something that you've been doing your whole life?
Yeah, I was always in chorus. I was always like writing. Like, I actually found a book today under my bed. Like, when I tell you, I had so many folded up pieces of paper, like stuffed in, like, you know how notebooks, they have those little sleeves in the notebook. You know what I'm talking about? So like, I used to like stuff shit in there just all the time. And like, I opened the book and like, I had stuff written on all the pages, on like the dividers and everything. And I was like reading it and I was like, wow, I was an angry person. Like, what was wrong with me? Yeah, I was really angry. And I was like, damn, like, why? What was wrong with me? And then I had to think about it. Like, it was all the stupid ass people that I was around. Like, nobody really, I didn't belong in the place that I was at. Like, I belonged
to my Bear Creek.
Yeah, well, like the school and like everything, it was just so small minded. And I was just so bright and colorful.
Right.
And nobody understood that. Everybody was gray. You know, everybody wanted to be what they saw on TV, which was a mainstream visual. Mm-hmm. So they were all like, I got my Timbs and I got my Jordans and I got my this and my that and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And I was just like, you know, that's cool. You know, that's dope. But is that you? Like, are you? Like, who are you? Like, you trying to be him, but who are you? You know? So that was always my thing. I was always kind of like exiled. And then my brother taught me a lot about like government and, you know, a lot of different things. So that also excluded me as well. Because people wasn't fucking with the fact that, you know, I ain't like your president and, you know, I ain't believe in the shit that y'all believed in. And, you know, I always questioned everything that you came up with. And they couldn't take it because they didn't know how to answer me. Because they didn't know what they actually believed in. Like, you know.
That part.
You know, so it was just like, I was always the person that was like, you're here again? Why you always talking? Like, why you always asking questions? Why? That was me. Like, I was the why person. I was the gnat. Floated around and say something around me. I swear to God, I'll ask you why you said that. Or, you know what I mean? Like, or what was your reasoning for that? Or, you know, like if somebody was picking on somebody, I'd be like, but you ugly. Like, but your moms don't love you. Like, so what you
you was mean.
Oh, yeah. Well, because people were mean to other people for no reason, you know? Like, if you were bigger or if you didn't have, like, clean shoes or, you know, if you couldn't afford something, people would always, like, try and find a way to, instead of reevaluate themselves, would pick something out about you. And I was never that person to allow it to happen in front of me. So that's
good.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
I ain't like that.
You're a writer. Also, Sharelle.
Yep.
So how did you get into writing?
I don't even really know. Like, I've always been, I mean, I was in like honors English and stuff like that. So I always just
you was one of those.
Yeah. I always
Me too though.
Like, yeah, like, well, really like
AP English, AP History.
Yeah, those two.
Yeah,
like,
that was me.
Math and science, don't ask me.
Oh, God, no.
Don't ask me. Like, I don't even know why we learned math since past like 8th grade.
Money. Yeah.
I mean, multiplying.
Well, you add stuff. Do you really?
I got that.
That's
Anything else?
That's why you're not rich.
But
Because I don't know math.
you need to know about. Do you need to know about Pythagorean theorem or why?
I need to know x equals y and y equals why my light bill is not paid.
That's 8th grade.
But do you know why 8a plus bx equals xz?
No, because I ain't taking
care?
seriously.
You know that?
And do you care? Like,
Can you carry that bitch?
I want to know. I would like to know because I would like to know how the government takes out almost $400 on my check every week.
But they
that's
didn't teach me
that's
that.
called economics. Like,
Yeah, they didn't teach me
that's
that.
social studies class.
Okay, so go
History?
ahead. So AP.
Yeah, so I mean, I've always kind of had like a way with words. And then I guess in high school I got involved in like the yearbook, and then I had a really dope business teacher named Mr. Kelly. Shout out to Mr. Kelly.
You went to school in New York?
Yeah, I went to Bolton Senior High School.
Okay.
And
Y'all had
yeah,
business
like we had a
classes in high
business.
school?
She went to school in Long Island.
It was a business.
It's a little bit different.
But it was a business class, but it was like, how do you say it? It was really like just a class that helped us write our resumes and stuff like that. Just really just preparing us for the next step.
That's really dope.
But not everybody took the class. It was only a select few. And like they
Wait, you had to sign up for it?
That though. Yeah,
like it was an elective that only certain people, you know, could
You know
take.
what elective with my school was? Where you had to no, that was a service period. Never mind. Go ahead. Never mind.
It was like one of those situations. And then like I had an internship at Vibe magazine.
Wow.
And that's when I started like really getting into, you know, I started reading Vibe magazine a lot, and I really started getting into the stories that they were telling. So I wrote for the yearbook a little bit in high school, and then when I got to college, that's when it got serious. And I started writing for a couple blogs. I started my own blog, and then I got involved with the yearbook, became copy editor and editor in chief and all that stuff like that. So writing
That's dope. I was doing yearbook in like my senior year in high school. But after that, I never seen that like come up again as like a thing that I could do. But it was really fun though. Like
A&T, we had like a yearbook, like we had an office, like we had a yearbook office. It was serious. Like alumni would call from like 1975 and be like, "Hey, I can't seem to find my yearbook. Like, is it possible I can come pick one up?" Because we had an archives where like, there was just
crazy,
just yearbooks from 1986. Yeah, exactly. And they would call like and be like, "Yeah, can we come pick one up?" And I'm like,
I mean, I guess.
Sure.
So the reason I asked that is because I'm horrible at writing. I don't even like text messaging. I don't. And so
I get it. You're one of those one word.
I hate introductions and conclusions. I don't know how to begin things. I don't know how to wrap it up.
Middles and ends. I struggle with that. Now the reason why I say that, I don't even. You know what's crazy? If I text you 9 times out of 10, I've spoken into my Apple Watch. I didn't even write it. I'm one of those.
Wow.
Lazy.
Yeah, I just don't.
Lazy.
I'm not one of those. I hate texting. So what I'm gonna say is the one thing I do understand about writers is that you are most of the time
It's okay. Get it out.
No, I'm having a brain fart. No, you pour your life into your writing.
Yeah.
Right. So like whether you're writing a blog, or an article or music, it's your truth.
Right.
So, and I hate writing. I do read, believe it or not.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm a reader, somewhat.
Hey.
Yeah, sometimes.
I read sometimes.
Sometimes. But when I do read, when I do see people who write and everything like that and who are doing music, that's the one part about it I love. Because as a photographer, I love being. You can't fake it in photography now with technology. But for the most part, to traditionalists, it is what it is, and you want to tell that story, and that's what y'all do. So when I asked you both that, because people like to say, "Oh, I'm a musician," or "Oh, I'm a writer," and sometimes they don't put the two together.
Right.
Like y'all both doing the same thing. It's just different forms of how you're doing it.
Of course. Yeah.
So I'm gonna get back to you, Sharelle, but I want to ask you, when you was doing that whole, when you was, you said you was leading up to being doing music and everything, talking about how you didn't fit in and all that other stuff. At what point did you realize, who introduced you to actually being able to take that and then convert it into like music to tell your story?
What I was doing when I was younger, I would take like Lil Wayne lyrics, or like in that book, what was that song? No one in the corner like swagger like us.
Oh, the
yeah.
MIA shit,
yeah.
Yeah.
I literally took his whole verse and I took out most of the words, and then I took his flow and then I wrote in the same flow. And like I just put my own words into it. Now it wasn't good. Like when I read it, I was like, wow, this is trash. But this is where it started. You know what I mean? Like same with like Eminem. I took a lot of Eminem verses because he has a lot of what is it? What is the word? You're writing. Tell me. Allegation? Is that what it is?
Allegory?
Allegory? I don't know. It's the one where like the word starts off the same. It's like
allegory.
You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
I don't
Yes.
know what that word is.
Don't worry, somebody who's listening will Google it.
Okay. She's doing it right now. Great. No, yeah. So he used a lot of course, metaphors. Like we knew that. But like just the way that he spoke, me being an angry person, it resonated with me.
There you go. I was trying my best not to say that word.
Allegory.
It is allegory? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. But yeah. So I really like the way that he, a lot of artists at that time, like they were taking it and, they were putting it to the next level. I felt like I could take it further. And so another thing that I was noticing at that time was that Lil Wayne was a very big impact on people. And he was doing a lot of drugs. A lot of drugs.
Still doing a lot of drugs.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that man looked like...
He looked a mess.
I haven't seen him, but I can hear him.
No,
It makes it sad.
You know who he kind of remind me of?
He looked like a
Nightcrawler.
goblin right now. Yeah, like...
Remember Nightcrawler from X-Men?
He looks like the... What was that movie? The Proud Family movie? The dude with the long nose that was looking for the... You know who I'm talking about.
He kind of does.
He does.
He does with the hair. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
the hair,
he
the
needs-
locks coming out. Yo, it's
Somebody-
crazy.
If Lil Wayne, like, you know how niggas play Boo? We be like, Boo, right? If he did that shit, like,
He was scared.
he catching these hands.
Look, I'm telling you, you come out the dark like
You
that,
don't
I'm
want to
gonna
see him
fire
in the
you
dark.
up.
You don't want to see him in the dark.
That's nightmares.
It's dead ass.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. So like a lot of artists in that time were, I feel like mainstream rap was a little bit more important to people. I feel like now we have so many other outlets, we don't have to listen to the radio every single day. And we don't have to, you know what I mean? Like, cause that was really the only resource of music that I was getting at the time,
Yeah.
like other than LimeWire and
Oh, you said LimeWire.
Yo, LimeWire was my shit, yo.
Ruined
Like
my
that's when you
computer.
gave your computer AIDS.
nostalgia.
Ruined.
Dead ass. My mom got so mad at me when that shit failed and it crashed, and
Yo.
they sent us the email like, we've got this one song on file that you downloaded,
Yeah.
and if you don't delete it,
Son,
you gonna
not
be
even
fine.
that. One time, real quick, before LimeWire, there was Napster, right? And so I was really big into wrestling. So me and my sister, we used to wrestle all the time, right? Like this, yeah, that's the
You
thing.
and your sister.
Me and my sister, yeah. So,
You and your sister.
yeah. She, if you get on top of the couch, like she would definitely hit you with a flying elbow. She held her own. Nah, but me, my sister, and my cousins would do that. Anyway, I used to download wrestling theme songs. Oh. And so my pops, when he first found out about Napster, he used to get him a little drink and be up all night downloading songs. And then one day we got that. One day we got the letter, and on top of that, he went to go back to find his file.
Gone.
Gone. AIDS. The blue screen.
AIDS.
blue screen.
Gone.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Wow.
So you said LimeWire.
LimeWire, yeah. At that time, like, all of these different artists were coming out and they were implementing their sounds, all that good shit. But the one thing that I noticed the most, like I said earlier, was that people were always trying to be something else. And my favorite artist at the time was Lupe Fiasco. Loved him.
Yeah.
Food and Liquor, oh my God.
Best.
Oh my God.
So good.
I loved it. All of them.
I was on that train too?
Yo, I love Lupe Fiasco. He's
God.
the man.
Food Liquor
Lupe
was
Fiasco
really good.
Yo, you tripping.
I don't know about this new one.
I gotta go
Yeah,
back.
the new Lupe, like it's been like some years since I've listened to it. Like literally.
So when I go back, what Lupe should I start listening to?
Little Weapon.
That's like the first album?
No, that's a song that you should look
song.
up. Yeah, it's called Little Weapon.
What you think?
I mean, just that first Food and Liquor album was just like when I first heard Kick Push, I was like, it was just I don't know, it was just a different.
Kick Push was more of his mainstream. I feel like you would really rock with Lupe Fiasco if you got into the stuff that he was like doing that nobody paid attention to. Because like I said, nobody liked to listen to this man because he was speaking so positively about himself and about his people. Like he was like, hey, look, don't y'all notice that he was the first one to really like talk about it. Like, all we have is liquor stores on every corner, like all of the different stuff that, most conscious rappers do now. He was talking about that years ago. Way like Little Weapon. This is about black children in Africa going into villages, shooting up other black people. And we got people over here who want to talk about, they're gangsters, they're thugs. And he was like, basically, you really want to see a thug, go to Africa. They'll run through your whole village and then smoke a blunt after they kill you.
Yeah.
They don't care. You know what I mean? So he was basically calling out all of the so-called gang members and people that have been trying to keep up this, high masculine, toxic, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I saw what he was doing, but I realized nobody was listening to him. And it was because of the way he was approaching it. He didn't sound like them.
And this is the style of music
this is what sparked everything. He made a style of music that I appreciated. I liked it a lot, but I saw what I could do with it. I saw an opening and an opportunity. And so basically I started to make trap music, but it was conscious. I made my one of the first songs that I made, it was called
now you know how it feels.
Wow, I'm blanking. Hold up.
Should we pull up your track list?
Right, hold on. Oh, okay. It was called Godfidence, right?
Okay.
Godfidence.
Welcome back.
Right. I was like, what? No, but yeah, so like basically the very beginning of it was about like women. And so like talking about all of the different things that women do. Like we got women that are in like long ago there was an all-woman army that what is it? It was in Africa, and I can't remember exactly which area, but these women were so diabolical. They would go in and behead everybody. Kill everybody, you know what I'm saying? Come back, and like they were warriors, so it's just like all of these different people always talking about how weak women are and just all of these different things, and I was like, nah. So like the beat, the sound of it, the way that I came at it, it all sounded like a regular trap song, but if you were actually listening to it, it was things that you needed to know. And so I was trying to subconsciously hit people with a message without actually letting them know, hey, you're listening to the right thing. You know what I mean? So, because I mean, that's how they got onto what they're on now. Because it started out very subconscious, it was very subtle, and now that's all you see because it seems normal because it's in your subconscious. You know what I'm saying? So I just tried to flip it.
Yeah.
So that's where it all started, really.
So let me ask you this question then. One of my favorite songs that you have is Oh My. And one of the reasons why I like it is, first of all, why is it only like 2 minutes or some change?
Yeah.
I feel like
What's the
you
problem?
Kanye me before Kanye.
All of my songs are very short.
What's the reason behind that? What's the story behind that?
Because it's like crack. It's a very short high, and it makes you want to listen to it again. I want you to play it over and over and over again.
You know what? That makes a lot of sense. Like, you ever like listen to albums and you hear like interludes, and the interludes be like the best joints on a whole album.
Facts.
Like, and it be over, you be like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Play it
but then
again.
you are playing it again.
Please
you know
play
what I'm
it again.
saying?
Just play it one more time. I don't even care about the rest of it.
Like outros and intros.
I mean, I never, like, even Chris Brown, like Lady in a Glass Dress, like when I found that was an interlude, I was like, are you serious? You know what I'm saying? Like, because the rest of the album was okay, but like that song was like, it was so smooth, it was such a vibe. Like, I know he put out the rest of it, but it was like, but everybody kept asking for it, like, we need the rest of this. Like, what's going on? Like, why are we?
When I put out 9 a.m., people was like, is this like a preview, or like this is the whole song? And I'm like, yeah, it's the whole song. You just got to keep playing it over and over
again.
again.
He was on that Kanye shit before Kanye.
I was trying to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
So, Oh My. Let's talk about Oh My.
Okay.
I know you got more music coming out, but this song, when I heard this song, it was weird too, because like, the song is dope. It's short, but it's dope, right? It's catchy. I'll be riding around with it. Oh me, oh my, right? But then also you had a female director who shot it. Yeah. And the vision of it, like, it was just so free. So like, explain how did you get up with Hanan? How'd you, did I say her name right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then explain your process on, because the rest of your music sound a little different. So this was like, it felt like you stepped out.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Well, see, this is the thing. This is where I run into a problem. I don't have enough music out to show my variety. I really don't like doing the same type of music. Right. So, a lot of people, a lot of producers, they heard a specific song and then they wanted to glue me into that sound. And I'm not, I'm not an R&B artist. I'm not a neo soul. Like, I don't know.
Some music does sound like that.
Yeah, it does. And that's the feeling that I felt in that moment. I don't feel like that all the time.
That video and like the song kind of reminds me of like when I saw it, it was kind of like if Six Lack, that's what I call him, Six Lack, if he did Kanye's Flashing Lights video. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of like the vibe that I got. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel that, yeah.
So I don't like.
That was a good one. I like that.
He's called Black, right?
It's called Black.
It is.
I'm
he's
like,
called Black.
Why is it called Six Black? I think he's from Atlanta though. So
no, he's called Black. He just flipped
Six Lack.
Instead of putting a B, he put a 6.
Yeah, Six Lack.
6 Black.
That's what I'm
At first, I really didn't know.
But you know what though? Nah, I rocks with that. Nah, because you know what? I thought it may have been like some Zone 6 shit. Oh, you know what I'm saying? And then he calls himself Black, but I cannot not see it as
you get like you like if you look at the like Oh My video and then think about Flashing Lights, and then put Six Flag in there.
You going with that, huh?
Yeah,
Six Flag.
Because when I was watching it, I was like,
put it on a billboard.
Yeah,
Six Flag.
Six Flag.
You gotta put the S in there too. You gotta put slack. You can't put lack. You can't. You gotta.
I'm
put
one of those
Six
like
Flag.
I'm kind of like old, so like and I hang out with like my little sister and my little cousin.
I've known you for a while. That's the oldest you've ever sounded though.
Yeah, but I'm that person. Like like when I'm looking all these new, I'd be like, that's a number with letters behind it, so it's Six Flag. Period.
Now I have moments like that too, because like when I listen to when I put it on I put music on like hip hop, and then I hear some like Trippie Redd, and I'll like, let me see what he looks like. I'd be like, what the fuck is
that man
this?
sounds so crazy. Like, I think I liked one song, and then after I played it like maybe 2 more times, I was like, yo, I can't listen to this man.
I've never listened to it. I just found out who he was like maybe like a month ago.
I'm sorry that you found out about who he was, because your life was better.
Because I saw a picture of him, and he's
scary.
He's hit. Like,
a little scary. He's a little scary. You know?
He tries to be scary. He's not really scary.
So like, does he have to forever keep his hair red to be
right?
Be
exactly.
Red? Like,
I saw one that was kind of sort of a video of him like literally like last week where he got grills and they look like shark teeth and they got diamonds on them.
Like, I don't understand that. Like, do you think you're intimidating? Because it's not intimidating.
Weird
it
as
just
in.
Looks weird.
Weird
like,
as in.
He's scary looking.
Yeah, that's not. I don't know. It's almost like like you guys are going for more of like a Circuit of Freak type thing.
Yeah, like a Cirque du Soleil type situation.
Yeah, like
you looking like Cornelius Sideshow Freaks.
Yeah, like got your whole body tatted.
Like he's a Halloween costume.
Like that dude Boink. Yeah,
like
Oh, you don't know who Boink is?
Believe it or not,
I don't want to be the reason why. I don't want to introduce you to this guy. You don't know who Boink is?
That sounds. I mean, it sounds awful. He sounds
okay.
like
Now I'm
laughing. Like what is the
while
Boink?
I'm searching for Boink, right?
Like seriously, that's his name?
Yeah,
Boink?
Boink. I think I'm saying it right. He thinks he's okay. So he thinks
it sounds
he's
like what a ball does on the wall.
Yeah, Boink. If it makes that sound, you need to put some air in it. Yo, imagine you play ball.
Like a little
son,
one,
why
like
your
a
ball sound like that?
Boink.
Nah, but he thinks he's like a black.
So he's not black.
He is black.
Oh,
but he thinks he's a black version
like,
of the Joker. That's his whole.
Are you talking about
Trippie Redd? That's what Trippie Redd looks like.
No. We talking about the guy who does the.
I don't even want to look him up. I'm scared.
You talking about the dude that's like been depressed lately, right?
I don't follow him. So he looks like he's been. His face is like he's been depressed his whole life.
Wait. What is his name? He's like it's Boonk. It's not Boink.
Boink. That is. I said I told you I'm old.
Yo, you are a fucking.
How do you spell it?
It's it's B. It's like Boon, but Boonk.
B-O.
Boonk Gang.
Boonk
He's the one
Gang.
that used to do dumb shit.
I don't even.
And like he would pretend to steal something. Yeah,
That's him.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, Boonk. What I say, Boink?
I really thought I thought this was a real person named Boink. I am.
Boonk,
it's
whatever.
Boink. It's Boink Gang.
Boink Gang,
for forever
yeah.
now. That is forever his name. It'll never change.
So I'm sorry I introduced you to that, Sharelle. I'm sorry about that. So
Why do you have all these tattoos? You know what? I'm not even going to go into this.
yeah, I'm sorry. Now you
Some
can.
people
you
literally
cannot not know that.
Sometimes people literally do stuff off of impulse, and they're okay with that. Like all of my tattoos, they all have meanings, and I'm not gonna get a tattoo unless I have a meaning for it.
But that makes sense though.
Exactly.
But none of them are on your face because because at some point in time,
I've seen some that are really dope though, even on women. Like I've seen some like where this girl. I mean, of course, not to everybody because you like a traditional looking girl most times, but like for some of these weirder looking strange women that don't fit the traditional,
mold,
like they step out a little bit further.
do what you got to do.
Yeah, I mean, this one girl, she has this tattoo. Like it almost makes her look literally on just one side. It makes her look like she has like
And she got cut?
sideburns, but it's not. You know what I mean? Like it's a design on her shit, and it's really pretty. Like
That's
when
cool
you
because
actually
niggas
look
who
at
can
it.
really grow sideburns don't want sideburns.
Yeah, I mean, like the stuff that they put on their faces, like death and the cross and upside down crosses. Like you don't even know what that means. Like you honestly don't know what that means.
Here's the thing. You realize when you see I'm in my 30s and someone just joined us.
I literally just got there.
Welcome.
Like, it's been a week.
Welcome.
Damn.
How's it feel?
It feels good.
Feels good.
Just when I see, I have this conversation with my little sister and my little cousins all the time. I never forget the first time I ever heard of the 6ix9ine guy.
The 6ix9ine guy.
Yeah. I never forget the day. I got so angry. I got on Spotify because I was like, because I saw like something.
Tekashi,
I saw like something on the source.com and it was like he was doing this. I was like, who is this 6ix9ine guy? Like, first of all, his hair is pretty, but so I like went on Spotify.
Sure he would like, thank you.
Yeah, like I'm a big Spotify person. So I went on Spotify. Exactly. I went on Spotify and like I looked him up and I was like, okay, let me just give him a listen. That's my new thing. I'm going to give him a try.
Let me try.
I literally lasted 60 seconds.
I wouldn't even.
What song was it though?
I don't know.
It was the first one.
Was it?
It was the first one.
All I heard was him screaming, and I got scared.
Oh,
Maybe that's what it is.
That's Guillermo.
And I was at work. I left and I called my little cousin in the parking lot. I said, "Who is this 6ix9ine guy?" He was like, "Oh yeah, that's such a." I said, "Let me explain something to you." I said, if I ever hear you listen, I'm disowning you. Don't ever talk. What are we talking about? What are we doing? I can't.
Yo, I like 6ix9ine though.
I cannot.
Yo, his music gets you hype a little bit.
Nah, man.
If you listen to it without listen to the music, without actually listen, like
Glenn.
I don't like that Fifi shit either.
Glenn, stop.
I'm
Nothing about his music.
He from Brooklyn. I gotta give him a love.
No, see, that's the problem.
And he don't even rep it right. Like
That's the problem.
He don't really rep it right.
That's the problem.
But
He's out here being a pedophile.
There's nothing problem. You heard that get the strap.
I'm not co-signing that.
I know. Of course. And that's the thing. Like you gotta, a lot of people will support artists regardless of what they do. But I don't care what you say. I'm not supporting R. Kelly.
That's,
you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of old folk out here who really don't care about that man.
So now you're trying to really ruin my whole time.
I want you to understand who you supporting though. Like
you was gonna say something though. What you gonna say?
It's just you can't basically. you just can't. Like it's just like some stuff is just not.
Because
Like,
I mean,
let's not do it.
It's not even
if you would have saw this
trash.
little boy, he was the cutest little boy in the mall.
We talking about Tekashi?
No,
Oh,
it was a little black beautiful boy
Yeah.
in the mall, and I was shopping, and I heard him behind me.
See, that's his mom's fault though.
Nah, you
don't
can't
listen to
control
this-
the radio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta on and
you
off
can
button.
you can control what your kids are listening
Yeah,
to.
you gotta on
That's
and off
true.
button.
I was like, my parents, it was like I couldn't listen to like my first like hip hop albums stuff. All of them were like the edited version. Like I could not listen to.
My daughter listens to nothing but Kids Bop.
And that's amazing of you.
Yeah, Kids
like
Bop.
I couldn't like growing up. I couldn't like.
My mom worked too much. She couldn't control. Like there was nothing. She
That's
could
true,
do.
because I remember the first time I listened.
Couldn't.
My first time my father found out I was listening to like, and mind you, I was in high school at the time, and I was
Right.
listening to. I want to date myself, but I was listening to DMX,
Right.
Oh yeah.
and it was him and the song with him and Cisco.
Where these bitches walk?
Yeah.
The bitches want from a nigga.
Yeah.
And I was blasting that shit. He was like, "What the fuck is you listening? Whoa, what are you listening to?" I was like, and I had to tell him like, "Oh, I listen to everything." He was like, "Who told you could listen to everything?"
Exactly.
It's like I thought I did.
Yeah. No.
That's
my-
crazy. Yeah, no. My mom, I couldn't listen to it around her. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't listen to it in the car with her.
See, that's how it was with cursing with me. My pops knew. He's like, I ain't gonna stop. I can't stop you from doing it because you're gonna do it. He says, all I want you to do is just don't do it don't embarrass me, and don't do it in front of your mother.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know, so it was like I was around my peoples. Was like, yo, man, this shit is whack. I get my mother. I'd be like, man, this track is garbage. That's how I was around my mom.
This is really
Yeah.
when I'm around my nieces and oh my god, I'd be like friggin'
Yeah.
I was like, I'd be making up words around them because I'm like,
'Cause they will repeat
"Ooh,
it."
You are absorbing me right now, and I can't.
See, that's good. That's good that you actually like that though.
Oh, it's
So-
You
hard,
have to
though.
be.
It's
You
so
have to
hard.
be.
It's so hard though, because I've never cared about anybody else
Yeah.
so much. You know what I'm saying? To do something like that, like I'd cuss in front of teachers. I'd cuss at teachers.
Yeah, that's
cuss
different.
at principals.
See, I feel like
You know
y'all
what I'm-
contradicting yourself right now.
No.
Nah, I
See,
did.
you cursing at teachers and stuff is all about. First of all, they're grown. You
I was
know what
gonna
I'm saying?
say it all depends on the teacher. I didn't just curse out any old teacher.
If you hit somebody with a Mr. and Mrs. and then their last name, you should calm down with the cursing.
Oh no, I never even called them Mr. and Miss. I had no respect for teachers at my school though. My school was completely. You don't know,
You
man.
was like
don't know.
this. You was like, Teresa, cut it out.
Nah, man. I like the only person that I would ever call Mr. was my chorus teacher, Mr. Fry, and my guitar teacher, Mr. Dylan.
Yeah, I
That
can
was
see
it.
that.
And even then, I would yell at Dylan. I'd be like, Dylan, all the time. That I would come down the hallway, Mr. Dylan,
But that's playful though.
all the time. Yeah. But my Spanish teacher, fuck that bitch.
Ooh.
She was white. That don't even make
Oh
sense.
my God, my Spanish teacher was. I had a white man as a Spanish teacher, and then I had a Greek woman for a Spanish
Don't
teacher.
even make sense.
I
was like, all these
Indian guy for a
Hispanics that
Spanish
live
teacher.
here, you
I had
get away from
two
me.
Spanish teachers my
They're trying
entire
to make a
life.
living though.
Yo.
They're trying to make a living.
Oh my God. But
They was
me and
trying to
my
get the
Spanish
blicky
friends
up.
would have
They're trying to get that
a
blicky up.
field day. Look, hit him. Kick him under the table. Had a field day. But nah.
Yo, that was a long stare.
Too much. Too much.
Yo, the video. Did you reach out to Hanan?
Oh, okay. So basically,
Like I did that, right? Brought us right back.
Yeah.
I'm not good at that.
so with Hanan, I love Hanan.
She's phenomenal.
Oh my God, I love Hanan. Like, if I could just.
And for
package-
everybody, I don't mean to cut you off.
No,
and
yeah.
If you, she has a residency for this month and next
Yes,
month.
I have
at
to go on
Goodyear-
Friday.
Goodyear Arts. So definitely
Where?
go out there. Goodyear Arts. It's in Camp North End.
Camp North.
Oh, okay, sweet.
So you never have everybody go to Camp North End and they go up and they make the first left.
Yeah.
Right.
Every Friday.
Go to the back. Go
Okay.
all the way to the back. Not the back of when the first right. Just keep straight, and you go. It's between two buildings.
Gotcha.
Hooga Lounge, Hoga, Hyga. It's right to the
Something like
right,
that, yeah.
and then you just keep going to the back. You're gonna see it. It's like it looks like it's nothing there because it's just old truck docks.
Yeah.
But it's in there, and this past Friday they had a meet and greet
right?
opening
Yeah.
for her. Yeah, so she has a
sweet.
2-month residency there, and
That's
she's
so
she's
beautiful.
fucking dope, man.
Great.
I love it. Everything she does. Every time she's like got any type of exhibit or anything like that, like Soma.
Yeah. So I didn't go to that, but was it? Did you
Oh
go?
my God, it was so beautiful. It was so great. It was so many people and so many different types of people, like because of the different artists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it allowed a lot of different people to come together, and they had free beer. Like,
And she's the one that directed Oh My.
Yeah.
We did it together.
Okay.
And Hanan shot my photos for 9 a.m. and for like 6 p.m. and stuff. But as far as with Oh My, Alexander did most, like, he was the one holding the camera. He was the one that was back and forth with me, like, over what we should do.
Okay.
You know, she more so gave me creative.
So she was like creative director.
Gotcha. And he was more so like a little bit more in control of it. Alexander, his name is Red Bear. And
if you ever met him, you can understand the name.
Oh my God, he's so hilarious. He's one of my favorite
and he's very red.
Yes, very red, very big and loving and soft spoken. He's great. He's amazing. And I'm always picking on him. Like, I hit him up because I tell him, I'm like, you're gonna be my manager whenever I get big. I don't care what you say. Right. I'm gonna pull you out of photography, videography, whatever whatever he's doing at the time. Come manage me. So yeah, but so he managed, or Jesus, he shot most of it, and basically what I told him I wanted was the free. Like, I feel like a lot of times in my life,
when we say free, we don't mean for the free, just the
free.
Feeling of I'm so free.
Right.
Yeah.
The visual of, no gravity. You know what I mean? Like, you're literally just floating between time and space, and there's nothing between me and you except the wind. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? So a lot of the times, I get looked at by like my job. I get judged a lot, not by the fact that like I'm gay or I'm mixed or anything like that. It's more so about how I carry myself. I carry myself like I'm a free person. Don't tell me what to do. I get fired all the time because I don't know how to be a robot. I don't know how to conform. I really don't. Like, I don't know how to be anybody else. I can only be myself. So being in those environments my whole life, it's just like I wanted to give that to other people visually if they've never felt it or seen it in the mirror themselves. You know what I'm saying? Give you an example of what that should look like. You know what I mean? It's the most happiest feeling that I felt. You know what I mean? Like, we were going like maybe 2 miles an hour, really, but I was in that wind like,
Yes.
Another like
I was Titanic.
It was very like. It was also very Everybody Dies by J. Cole, like that video as well. Like I'm one of those people. So like when I watched it, I was like, okay, I can see this as, you know what I'm saying? Like I got what you're trying to get. Just like the vibes. Yeah. I got it. I definitely got it.
You have that with the visuals, but then if you're actually listening to the words, it's fun.
Oh, it definitely is fun.
You know what I mean? So I mean, it's so much fun. And when I sing it, I just get so much energy.
It's good kickback vibes.
No, not you. This is me.
Okay.
It gives you like a kickback vibe. You
know
what I'm saying? Like, I feel it's like, like we the homies, like, you know what I'm saying? We good, we're blessed, we're here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got it.
And it's just like those little sneaks and hints into knowledge. Like, you get those little small things where, what do I say? I write on my steps, it's like a Bible, can I fuck you in the back of the truck that I never had? My bad. So that part right there, that came from an actual thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, me, my sister Killa, she's also a part of the group. Shout out Killa Gang Gang.
Gang.
Yeah, so she's a part of the group. We went to Aggie Pride. We was out there, and it was nothing going on.
I need a sound effect of her going.
At Aggie Fest?
Yes, Aggie, or whatever that was, the homecoming. It was, bruh, like, literally there was so much. There was, no, listen.
Tread lightly here.
I know. Listen, no, it was so much going on.
Oh, yeah.
That there was nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't go nowhere without it getting shut down.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. Because when we talked about it the first time about it and you sent me the video, I was like, it's a sea of niggas.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of dudes.
How do you move?
And you can't.
You have to find you a spot.
And stay
That's
there.
what, like, people be like,
like that.
people like, oh, I'm trying to go TR like 5. Like, we need to be there like 1. I need to get my spot in front of Murphy, and I'm not moving. Like,
so you need to treat Gold, like Jiho, excuse me, I'm sorry. You need to treat that shit like an Apple or a Jordan release.
Yeah,
you need to camp out and stay there.
Yeah, I don't know how people be like, like right now, if you don't have a hotel right now, I don't know where you're
Then
saying.
you're just bumming
Yeah,
it.
because
I don't know what you're saying.
Do you
You
have
need
a-
to,
do
you
you
need
have
to
a
know
tent?
somebody that's
Yeah,
there.
that already has some
Yeah.
shit going on.
You
or
don't have a
something. Or you
hotel.
got to drive all the way back to where, and that's what we did.
Literally.
we drove all the way back to Charlotte, and we was
Y'all doing it wrong, son.
we was high key
Get
upset
your-
because it was just
get
like
your RV.
We knew people.
Where you parking it?
We knew people,
I don't know. You just
but it was just like it was just so many people there. But the story behind the truck is that
get an RV.
basically me and my sister Killer, we were bored. Like we were trying to smoke, had weed, whatever. We were scared to smoke out on the street. So I went to Greensboro as a youngin', but I wasn't smoking during then. And
Gotcha.
even the stuff that we were doing, it was illegal. So I always felt like I'm being watched. Here in Charlotte, I don't really be bothered. But like
Cops say
places
don't want
that
no smoke.
not at all. But like down there, they're just so like on you. I don't know.
Especially during that
I
time.
don't know what that's about. Yeah,
get it.
like so we found the truck. Nobody was in it. It had a bed. We sat on the back of it and we smoked our 2 blunts because it was in the cut. And then like we thought we thought the owner was coming out, so we kind of laid in the back. And we was like, oh shit, I'm sorry, don't look at me, I'm sorry, I don't want you to see me, but I mean we're smoking on the back of your truck. And so all of these niggas and girls and all these people just started circling around us and was like, yo, this y'all's truck? Are you just smoking on the back of your truck? And I was like, nah,
That's dope.
and it was
That's
just we brought people around us and we was just chilling, and
You made me like this song even more now.
yeah, like I mean, everything that I talk about is either really happened, or is going to happen. I'm speaking it into existence.
I have a question for you then, like, so because we were talking about Trippie Redd and 6ix9ine and whatever other people, but like, so is it like, do you have a problem with that, like that category of music? Like, do you feel like they're literally just like trying to fit the status quo, or they're just like pretty much putting on a minstrel show for the, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like they're getting paid to ruin children. If we're gonna be honest about it, they're getting paid to ruin children. But I will say this: I have a lot of different friends that make different music than me. I will not knock your hustle. If you can capture the ears and the hearts of whoever you can capture, that's your crowd. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what, if I think that it's going to ruin them or not. You know what I'm saying? It's about what they want. It's about what they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I took the approach that I took, because I know the way that people like to listen to music. I even don't like to listen to positive stuff sometimes. Like Logic, I can't listen to Logic. I can't hear.
I'm glad you said that.
I can't listen to him.
Yeah.
Like
I like him, but I feel the same way.
I like him as a person. He seems like a really great person. He seems like somebody that's very positive, that's very uplifting. But his music, it just does not reach my ears. I can't listen to it. I just can't.
Was that one he had about suicide?
Yeah, that one, like that shit was pissing. Like every time I heard
dope
it,
song.
it was like
so depressing.
You're making me depressed.
It was really
and I'm not even depressed.
You know what it is? So, like, I couldn't, like, when I would watch it, like when he performed at the MTV Awards, like seeing it or whatever award show that he performed at, like I could see it. But if it came on the radio, I'm like, I don't want to hear this at 2:00 in the afternoon.
No, it's one of those things where it's like a specific movie. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be a really great movie, long as shit. That don't mean I want to watch it again. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be a fantastic movie, like Titanic.
So what about?
I watched that
God,
bitch one time, never watched it again because I already saw it. I know what's gonna happen. I don't care. Like it's too long.
I have a little like my little sister loves Titanic. Like,
Me and my sister,
and that's why I make short music.
I don't want to watch it anymore.
That's why I make short music, because when shit lasts too long, like it's just like I already know what's coming. You know what I mean? Like, and if it's something that's catchy, I don't care that it's already coming because I'm already singing it in my head right now. You know what I mean?
That. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I definitely get it. Yeah,
but yeah, so it's not
Kanye
that,
before Kanye.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
It's not that I have a problem with it, because like Keychains. I don't know if you guys know who Keychains is. He's also a local artist here.
Okay.
I really, really fuck with him.
Is his Instagram Keychains?
Yeah, Instagram Keychains, J Storm. There's a lot, 10 Cell Phones, a lot of different artists.
I heard about 10 Cell Phones.
Yeah, 10 Cell Phones.
He was actually, I think he performed, I missed him because I got there a little late at
Scratch.
Made from Scratch Festival.
Yep, he was there. You know what I'm saying? So
Is he part of your group?
No.
Oh, okay. Just shouting out a homie.
Yeah. Like these are people that, I've noticed here in the city that are actually building off of what we have here. You know what I mean? Like they're getting shows, they're getting interviews, they're getting, the attention.
I'm glad you brought up shows.
Yeah, they're getting they're getting the attention that, everybody deserves as far as their music goes, but they're going about it the right way as far as promoting themselves, making friends, making super fans. You know what I'm saying? Like they're going about it the right way. So
is that him?
Yeah, Keychains Hefner.
Okay,
Yep, that's
gotcha.
him. Shout out, gang. But yeah, so just different people like that in the city where they don't make music that necessarily sounds like mine.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean that it's not lyrical. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean...
Y'all niggas is bringing back Code 45. Like, that shit was ever good.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you feel what I'm saying, though? Like, it's their type of culture. It's their type of culture. It's what they do on a daily basis.
Nah, I feel
you know
you.
what I'm saying? And there's... As long as you're being true to what you're doing, if that's really what you do, as long as you're not making it up, I have no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? I have problems with people that aren't being real about who they are. That's my problem. That man is who he is 24/7. You will never catch him not being keychains. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I rocks with that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean, you know, 6ix9ine might be like that. I don't know. I don't know him like that.
6ix9ine,
you know what I'm saying?
okay. So I don't know them. I don't know personally,
right.
but he just reminds me of a colorful emo. That's it. He's a colorful emo.
He does look depressed.
You know, remember how back in the day emos how they used to look? Just like him.
I just want
but
him
colorful.
I just want him to go.
But he like rainbows.
But not to compare them two. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
not to compare the two together.
Yeah.
But, you know, because of the fact that I don't know 6ix9ine, it's easier for me to be like, fuck that nigga and his music.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know these kids and they're coming out of Charlotte, it makes me kind of listen to it a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
You're more invested.
Yeah. And so,
It
you know, I
resonates
try and
with you, what you
support.
say.
Yeah, I try and support.
Y'all stupid.
I try and support everybody. So I go out to different shows, you know. I notice that, you know, people complain about, you know, people want to pay for things and stuff like that, you know. So I always try, if I ask for a photographer, if I ask for this or anything like that, I'm always ready to pay. Whatever it is, let me pay for it because I want the same in return.
Yeah, man, real recognize real. You mentioned shows.
Right.
So we ain't got a little bit left, but a little bit of time left. But you're going to be at Bush Fest.
I'm going to be at Bush Fest.
I'm going to be at Bush Fest.
Ooh.
So you might have some pictures coming your way.
Okay.
Yeah. Tell me how, real quickly, tell me how you got hooked up with that, and you know, and what songs you think you're gonna perform. When they tell me how you give me a festival vibe. Like I should see you at all festivals.
That's what I'm trying to do, honestly. Like that's. I mean, I like doing shows. I like doing smaller shows and stuff like that. But I really, really like festivals. I like being outside.
Yeah.
I like the festival vibes.
I do too.
Yeah, like that's my favorite thing.
That's
like,
where you get to know a lot of like new artists because I feel like when you're on stage in front of older people.
Culture Fest was so much fun.
What was that?
Time out. What is Culture Fest?
Cultural Fest.
Is it culture?
Culture
Where?
Fest. It was in Greensboro.
See?
Yeah, I was invited. Yeah, I was a special guest to come out there, and they had food, they had art, they had clothing, they had, you know, fashion. It was like a little fashion show after people performed and stuff like that. So yeah, look it up. It was really dope. Yeah, it was really, really dope. It was
Wait, are you surprised it was in Greensboro, or the fact
she's
that
surprised that it was in Greensboro and she didn't know?
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Yeah, like we know Jiho. I mean, we know certain people like Wildin' Out. You know, they was there. Like certain artists that go to a festival, especially in a college town, that should have been more
promoted. Right,
that should have been much more promoted.
And it had a lot of big names on it that are local. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like 10 Cell Phones was there.
Gotcha.
And so like as of right now here in Charlotte, like he's one of the most popular, you know what I'm saying, as far as like he might actually break down a door.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know Jay Storm already got signed. If y'all don't know who Jay Storm is, he's one of my, like, he gives you that type of vibe that, you know, I can just smoke and ride to. You know what I mean? Like, or I can go, you know, to my homies and jump around. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
On some like friendly mosh pit. I like going hard and seeing like the real mosh pitting and stuff, and you would definitely see that going to their shows.
Okay.
But their shows are always exciting. It's always really fun, you know.
Sweet.
And I'm always talking to them as far as like, another person that I really care about is Young Ill. He's another artist.
Okay.
And like I said, they just do a completely different thing than I do. And it's just like almost like, you know, what you were talking about earlier with photography. You do photography, I do music. I admire what you do because I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So
and I can't spit a hot 16, so
you know.
I'm good.
So with him, you know, like the way that they come up with vibes that aren't similar to mine, it's not conscious. It's not like a subconscious, you know, message or anything like that. It's literally, you know, it's very direct. They mean what they say, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like, and I love it. I love listening to it. Like, it's almost like what the new Beyonce is doing for people now with her rapping and shit. You know, it's like giving them that like, that bad bitch type of feeling. You know, like I can't be touched type of thing. So like when I'm listening to their music, I'm like, I'm a gangster.
Yeah, I feel you.
Not really, but you know what I'm saying. So like, I just appreciate everybody's music. I appreciate everybody's will to create.
So what can we expect at Bush Fest? Like, what can we...
You're gonna expect a lot of new stuff.
Oh my, is that going to be on a ticket?
Definitely.
Right,
it's my finale song. I was
about to ask that. Okay.
Always. It's my favorite.
That's your Bodak Yellow.
Yeah. It's always, because people know it so well, you know. And I never really knew that people liked it so much, because I love the song. I do. I love all my music, but it's so different from what everybody else is doing out
I can tell you why I like it.
Why do you like it?
Funny. I'm glad you asked. So it's vibey. That's one, right? We say that a lot. It's vibey, but it's new. I can relate to it. And on top of that, it reminds me of music from the past. So I think a lot of music today is what I call forgettable music. It's gonna be shit you don't remember.
Yeah.
If I throw in a Biggie track right now, that shit
it'll
bump.
forever. Yeah. Forever and ever. Yeah.
Classic music bumps. But this is forgettable. It's going to be like a time where when everybody who's now, they get old, they're not going to remember this shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like kind of like that whole Jordan effect.
Let's hope that day comes soon.
Like, I know, right? Like Jordan ain't playing like 12 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, his name's, he's still, you know.
Valid. Yeah.
Right. Still valid. Valid as if he's playing now.
Right.
So I think that song, Oh My, reminds me of a time where, oh shit, music actually felt good. The actual melody, the beat, all of that, and then the way you vibed on it, it was just like, yo,
it's a kickback. Just like, what's that song by Mila J, Kicking Back? Like, you have you heard that song?
I don't think so.
Yo, listen to that song. That song will give you like, don't listen to that song while you're at work, because you be at work like,
that's some leadership.
I should just quit, go home, take my bra off, put some sweatpants on. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of vibe it gives you. So
yeah. So
that's all I got it.
Bush Fest is gonna be brought to you by the Bushes.
That's
the Bushes. Seth Dot on my dollar. I got
the shirt you got on.
Yeah, my shirt. Yeah, so
I'll put that on the ground.
Definitely. Shout out Seth Dot. I love you. He invited me to this for this opportunity, which I'm very, very grateful for. It'll be his first like big festival thing, so we're all kind of doing it together. And he brought out many artists that are already here, like in North Carolina, not just Charlotte. And that's what I really like about it.
Yeah,
is that he's including a lot of different sounds, but we're all kind of going in the same direction. So, you know, I really appreciate that. I appreciate the types of music that they're going to bring. And it's gonna
Autumn's on there. I've never heard Autumn sing live.
Really?
Yeah,
I think I've only heard her sing live like maybe one time.
Her music is dope.
Yeah, very much so. I love her.
Her
videos.
You know somebody who hasn't performed in a long time? Summer.
She just performed with me recently.
Did she? I haven't seen her before.
It was a very small birthday bash, but we all it was me, her, and Seth Dot, and we all performed.
Yeah, because you know when you want to talk about free, Summer is free.
As fuck. I love Summer.
As fuck, yeah.
Shout out Summer too.
Her Instagram.
Side note.
If you I would say she's in a relationship now, but I would say if you were ever in a relationship with her, you're dancing.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be in those videos because
and then being around her, it's just, she gives you just like this everlasting love. Like, it's just like you hug her and it's just warm. You know what I mean?
Like,
she's just
she's one of those people you just can't be angry around.
Right? Never. Because she's always she's there to make you smile. Yeah, she's there to make you smile. Like, I love it. And so all these different artists are coming, and you know, I'm expecting great work from them. I'm expecting to give great work, and so I'm just really excited to show people what I've got coming.
Yeah.
Because, of course, you know, they know, the people that'll be there, they already know what I have for the most part. So I wanted to surprise them with something new.
Some new shit. Oh. All right. So when is Bush Fest?
Bush Fest will be October 6th.
Yep.
It'll be on Sugar Creek. I don't remember the exact address.
Don't worry.
I was literally like just looking at it.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. One last question. Why did you take all your shit off of? Because you can actually see the ad for Bush Fest on your Instagram. Why you take all your shit off?
I took it all down because I have a lot coming.
Oh, so it's a fresh start.
Yeah, not even just a fresh start. It's just I put them all in my archive because I don't want to delete them.
I was gonna ask like how'd you do that?
Yeah, I put them all in my archive. Yeah, and so basically I have a new direction that I'm gonna be going into as far as showing what I talked about earlier as far as variety. I'm gonna be releasing a lot of music and none of it's gonna sound the same.
Gotcha.
It's gonna be because I wrote them all. My music is based off of emotion. Mm-hmm. It's based off of what I feel in that very moment.
You know Mbala? She said the same thing. She says the one thing she can do very well is identify a specific moment, emotion she had, and write a song about that emotion. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I mean I didn't mean to cut you off, but I feel like you're gonna say that.
Yeah, I mean basically that's my purpose for music. I don't make a specific sound of music. I don't make any for a specific crowd. Like I feel like once I finally build the crowd that I have, it's going to be from so many different areas because I have so many different genres of music that I'm going to be putting out. And I feel like it's going to be a lot different for people because a lot like when you have an album or when you have, mixtapes or anything like a group of work, it kind of does a flow type of thing where, you might have some fast songs, you might have some slow songs, and, they have like little, like bangers or whatever. They got a banger, they got panty dropper, they got this, they got that or whatever. And that to them is variety. Mm-hmm. That's cool. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? So everything that you're going to get with my singles to the project that I'm working on is going to be so different. It's you just, you're not going to be able to listen to the whole album, back to back to back. You're going to listen to it when you feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like
getting back to when the art form of music. I like that.
Yeah. So just getting people to feel. I want people to feel. I want to heal people with my music and I want them to feel their emotions. I want them to understand their emotions. I want people to, shit. You know what I mean though? Like for real, because a lot of people out here really don't understand themselves. They don't understand their emotions. Sorry, I just moved my head a lot.
Nah, you straight.
They don't understand their emotions. They don't hardly even know where they come from. They don't know how to control them. They don't, you know what I mean? Like it's so many different things that falls into emotion, feeling, and thought. And people don't think about any of those things. And because they're so small. We've been doing it for so long. We've been thinking and speaking and articulating with each other for so long. We think that that's normal, but really it's an extraordinary thing. Like the fact that I can sit here and talk to you right now is crazy because you understand me. I'm only making sounds. That's it. And you understand what the fuck I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So getting back to the basics and the fundamentals of feeling and emotion. And regardless if it's hype, regardless if it's, hurtful, if it's sad, if it's, whatever, I'm gonna make you feel it.
Yeah,
times 100. You know what I mean? So that's it.
Where I want you to put out your social media. I want you to put out get it right. Because I just want everybody to be able to, once they hear this, I want them, whoever doesn't know who Bleu is, I need them to.
So it's the THE dot Bleu, like the actual period, and then the blues.
Are we spelling blues?
Yeah, so it's THE period BLEUS.
There it is.
I like that.
The blues.
The blues. I like that. So. I want to say thank you again for being on the show, man. I know this was 8 episodes later, but I felt like it didn't matter when it happened. It was going to be dope.
Yeah.
Like I said, the first one was supposed to be episode 2, but I was new at this computer shit. I just finished my computer class.
And now you got a pretty co-host.
I don't want to, right? Look at that.
You put together now.
I felt like now this
perfect timing. Everything aligns.
Yeah. Now I gotta look at my ugly face for too long. You're like, oh shit, I'm gonna look over here.
You're annoying.
Sharelle, put yours out there, and also
what?
Put out your other podcast. Put your
this is too much. All right, so I'll do, because I don't like talking about myself. All right, so we'll do the podcast first. So you can follow us on Instagram at Headrats and Lipsticks, and then on Twitter at HeadRatPod. And I'm missing one. Oh, our Facebook page, Headrats and Lipsticks, the podcast. But it don't really be like flowing like that. More like our Instagram and Twitter.
It's Facebook for like old people.
But yeah, definitely.
I feel like because I try.
I meant to say this before. So they can find my music on SoundCloud.
Yeah, my bad.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. I was thinking about social media. I forgot about that because I don't really want anybody to follow me on Twitter because I don't really.
Ugly Sanchez. Ugly Sanchez. All right, it's Ugly Sanchez. Go follow her. She's really dope.
But yeah, so on there, but like SoundCloud, it's kind of hard to find my music. So you'll have to look up a specific song because there's a lot of people with.
Let's do Oh My.
Oh My, you can find that on iTunes. So it'll be Blue. Yeah, it'll be Blue dash Oh My dash single. That's how you find that specifically, so you don't have to like scroll through a bunch of shit. And then on SoundCloud to find my page, you can just put Blue dash 94. And that's a song.
Actually, when I put your music, and maybe because I follow you, when I put up Blue, you're the first one that comes up.
Yeah.
What's your mafia ass picture? You Drake ass nigga.
Probably.
Got her black and white shit.
Yo, I took that picture like almost 6 years ago.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
You don't
I
age.
took it like with my arm out like this.
Nah, you finesse that shit.
That shit's crazy. Yo, no, for real. Like I had to be my own photographer. I had to be my own photographer for a long time.
You got me now, so don't worry.
Yeah, for real. I had my tripod and everything. I used to sit the timer on it.
You gotta
and
do
be
what you gotta do.
Listen,
You gotta do what you gotta
and
do.
then between you, it's space and opportunity.
Okay.
So Sharelle, go ahead with the personal one.
Wait, hold on, because
You missing the Facebook.
I be forgetting about like
How to spell it and shit.
yeah, if like
that's why I had
if
to
the
look mine up.
underscore is like a certain type of way. Okay, so
Or you
on,
got 2 underscores.
Yeah,
I hate
it's too
that shit.
much.
I'd be like, bruh.
yeah, like on Instagram it's underscore Sharelle B, and then on Twitter
How do you spell Sharelle?
SHARELLE B.
Sharelle B.
And then on Twitter it's the exact same way. Yay! Okay, so underscore Sharelle B.
You know what's kind of felt like now?
Say.
You know what it feels like with social media now?
What?
You remember how when before we had like phone book, like inside we could save contacts in our phone, you knew your phone number.
Right.
But if somebody asked you and everybody else's phone number, like if I knew you, I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna call Sharelle 646.
Yeah.
And now it's like if I lost my phone and I was in a ditch somewhere,
You DM.
the
If
only
my
number I know
phone
is
dies-
911.
Yeah.
The only
mine.
the only reason why I know my mama's number is because all of our numbers have never changed ever since the first cell phone hit.
Yeah.
The Razor.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah. I
The
used to have
Razor.
one.
I fucking flipped that bitch apart. Like I used that phone so much that
Yeah.
I flipped it and that shit said
Mine flipped in half one time.
across the room.
I don't want to be the old
That
nigga in
used
the
to be
room.
like a thing. Like you'd be like flipping like hello.
Hello,
Yes.
yeah, and
It was
then
like
I
a thing.
slap it closed. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to be the old nigga in the room, but the Razor wasn't the first cell phone.
to me.
My first phone wasn't the Razor. That was like my second phone. Mine was like some T-Mobile joint. It was
Okay, I
blue.
lied. I had the Palm Pixie.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
So
What? The Palm
now
Pixie?
you're acting
That
up.
was-
Now you out of pocket. I
Mine
don't know
had
what
an
that is.
antenna.
I had a Nokia.
Okay, I never had the
I had a Nokia with the
My
snake.
mom had the antenna
My dad had
phone.
that.
And they had an antenna too. That's how you get better service.
My
dad
brother
had-
had that phone. I used to take it from him, and it would have the snake, and you would go around and
Yeah.
around and eat shit. Yeah, okay. I had
my high school. I bet you couldn't beat my high school. I'm telling you right now.
probably not. I don't even remember that shit. So
much.
whatever. But no, yeah. I got my first phone in the 7th grade, and that's because we didn't have a house phone. That was the only my mom couldn't afford
Listen.
the house phone. So you know what I
know why
mean?
people
Like it
still
was
have
too
those
much.
I remember I felt like an adult when I found out the voicemail password. So when you called in, you could check your voicemails. It was like it was like a 245 or something like that, and you be like, and it just run off your voicemails. That's how I knew if my teachers called, so I can erase it. Anyway,
See, I love that we didn't have a house phone because I'd be like, well, we don't have a house phone.
yeah,
Right.
So
and they
we
thought
can't-
you was lying. Like
Yeah, well, yeah, that. And then like they would call my mom in there and be like, we don't have a house phone. And they'd be like, well, damn, how do I get in contact with you?
You don't.
Right, exactly. I'd be like, well, you can't,
Yeah.
like you can't get me in trouble. It's impossible.
my
Well-
mom worked out of the house, so like if the teachers called the house, like
Oh, you was asked out.
like and I lived.
No,
like,
they
not
used to
too
get
far.
me with that shit where they'd be like, well, you got to make them sign it for
Oh, I
we
used to
bring you
force the
back.
shit out of me and my pops got the same handwriting. Me and my pops and my grandfather.
My shit was messy. They
Yeah,
knew.
we did that shit.
I forged my mom's signature one time.
It scared me. Oh,
My
it
ass
scared.
whooped.
I was about to say it was an ass whooping.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
She
one
never
time.
found out, but it was so
You know how
scary.
bad that, like I remember what I did, what color ink it was in, what I had on that day. I remember everything about that
That was
day.
an epic ass whooping.
verbatim.
The
Verbatim.
The belt came from the sky.
Yeah. Nah, it wasn't like, it was like a yoke you up, like, so, like, and then I had to walk home. I was only in 4th grade
Oh, wait,
Damn.
where'd you get this ass whooping at?
at the house.
And you had to walk home?
Well, I had to walk home, and then I got the ass whooping. Like,
Yeah. You,
so it was like, but my
like
teacher.
walking to your,
no, what happened was like, but I was so stupid. Like, you ever like want to meet yourself at a certain age? Like, if I can meet myself at 9 years, I'd be like,
bro,
really, sis?
Like too much.
Like, I forged my mom's signature, and I would like the teacher was like, take your test out, so like make sure the parents like signed it, and I whipped it out. Like, I was just like, I wrote my mom's name. I wrote her first name in print. I just wrote Sandra in pink ink. I will never ever forget it. And I whipped that on the table. She comes around, the teacher comes around, checking everything. And then like she just looked and was like, oh, okay. She was like, your mom signed it? I said, yeah. Miss Platt, I'll never forget it. Like she put it on the table, like she was like, your mom signed? I said, yeah. She was like, oh, okay. So I was like, bet, we good. Time to go. My teacher like was like, yo, stay right here, Sharelle. I was like, okay. Like I'm still dumb as hell. Like I'm not remembering. She walked me down to the office. It was like, call your mother, tell her what you did. I'll never forget as long as I live. Like, and then I had to walk home. So
you had to walk to that ass whooping.
My mother was waiting for me because she worked out of the house. Like
you had to wait for that ass whooping.
No, see, my mom wasn't the enforcer. It was my older sister. My mom she was always at work. Always. And so my sister, anytime I looked like I was about to raise my voice at my mom or just anything at all, it would just be a look.
Right.
It would just be a look.
See,
she scared me so bad.
I was the oldest kid. I'm the oldest son.
Bro, she scared me so bad when I was younger. You don't even understand. My sister and my brother, they would go at it, right? My brother would scare me half to death because that was his thing. He was like Bart Simpson. On everything I love, that was Bart Simpson to me. He had booby traps.
Oh no.
Bro, he tripped my dad in the front yard, like with a string. How? I don't know. But yeah, he got his ass beat. He got his ass beat that day. Yo, but dead ass, my brother was talking so much shit to my sister, and he was trying to run like around the corner, like, you know, the house, it kind of goes around in a circle or whatever, but not really a circle. But either way, so he goes around this corner. I kid you not. She can't see him. She can't see him. There's no way.
Yeah.
I'm in the living room. I hear her stomping. And then it's like, I don't even know. Like, it was just like like, that's all I heard was and it's a cup. And this bitch it wraps around the corner. The cup wraps around the corner.
Find out you got, remember that episode scene in Wanted?
My sister slapped
in a bullet.
When Angelina Jolie hit everybody?
Yes!
You just got Angelina Jolie.
Not me. It was him. He got the glass broke on my man's head. Like,
right, we're not trying to get your moms a charge.
No, it was crazy. No, they was both old enough. They was both way enough old. It was just too much going on in the house. So,
like I said, thank you again for being on the show. Like I said, you are a great musician, even a doper person in person. Like, it's for real. And I wish, like I said, you'll see me there snapping photos of you at Bush Fest. I'm probably gonna be like, yo, I'm her photographer. I'm gonna go upstage with you. Try to, depending on how people show up, I wish I get the most epic picture. But like I say, you can follow the podcast at _EWS_views. Like I said, if you are listening to us wherever you listen to us, definitely subscribe. And don't forget, Sharelle, I tell people all the time, you knew this, but also with me, I tell everybody every week, each week, you can definitely give us a rating. And I wasn't greedy. I would take 4.5.
No.
But 5 is good.
No, it's only 5 stars.
Only 5 stars? Okay. New thing, new policy.
Yeah, 5
stars only.
You got that.
I mean, if you can do 4, why you can't just
do 5? That's true. That's some shit I would do like on a... on like a Popeyes survey or something. I was satisfied.
Yeah.
Were you highly satisfied?
Yeah.
Or were you moderately
just keep going.
So, also, I changed usually at this point in time, I put my personal Instagram out there, and I've recently changed it.
This is the last time. This is the last time.
There's a story behind the reason why I did it. And that's, and the long and short of it is I want to take my photography to another level. And I feel like in order to be... I use Instagram as my gallery, right? It's a gallery I feel like with no doors, okay? And so how I want to represent myself to higher end clients, I felt like, hey, what's the Instagram? So I don't ever use my full name or my first name. It's so dry. It's my first name, and technically my last name is basically how you describe UNC Charlotte coming from Winston-Salem State. It's Glenn. It's
Glenn.
The most.
Oh my God, that's the name off of the dude from The Walking Dead.
Yeah, and
Glenn.
but my name.
And that nigga died.
Yeah, but not even that. My name. He was the visual form, the beginning part when he was like the teacher. I feel like that was how my name. It was like he eats carrots and peas together. That's how my name feels.
Okay.
So I never went by that.
Peas and
but here's the
carrots
funny
together.
thing is, people at work call me. If somebody calls me, they call me my last name, which is Bird. And I've heard everything from Big Bird to Bird shit. Bird shit was funny.
Wow.
And
That's
I've heard
a little disrespectful.
but it was funny though. If
It
you're gonna
is.
be disrespectful, it gotta make me laugh.
Okay.
I get
So also, I've heard everything from that to like, hey, are you like related to Larry Bird? I'm like, chill. He's white. That's one. And two, it's spelled differently. He spells this with an I. I spell mine with a Y.
Right.
So I was like,
Bitch.
I never really did it, right? And I was always the type of guy who, when you play on Xbox, I never had a tag name. Never.
Ain't nobody finna flame me on here.
Not even. It was like, I remember I was doing it, my man's were like, son, did you put your whole government up there? He's like, yo, yeah. He's like, yo, you disappoint me every day as a friend. Every time I see this, I don't want to play you. So I decided, I was like, you know what? I want to represent myself a little differently. And the visual dope dealer sometimes is just a little hard to, the stomach.
Yeah.
Sometimes, just depending on what clientele. Because some people may get it, some people may not.
Yeah.
And I there's a certain clientele that I see ahead of me that I go, they're not going to get this.
Yeah.
So I just said, you know what? I noticed that a lot of people put I am in front of who they are. Like, I am this. Like, my man has this, I am K Bay, or I am this. So I was like, you know what? What actually sounds cool is my last name and Bird. Like, I am Bird. And I was like, fuck it.
That does
'Cause
sound fire.
people call me, that's my last name. But so I usually know if you call me by Glenn, I met you outside of work. And if you if you call me Bird, I know where I met you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you call me by my first name, I knew I met you in Winston. But if you call me by Bleu,
Yeah.
I knew I met you after.
So I said, if I'm going to change my name, I'm going to use Bird. I'm going to go as I am Bird, but that's not the actual Instagram name. That's just like the title you can give yourself. So I just did a spin on Bird's Eye View. So now, if you go to my Instagram, it's no longer the visual dope dealer.
It's hella long.
It's not hella long.
It is. It's hella long.
It's going to take you a while.
It's
But it's Bird_I_view, only because
See? Long.
I was going for I am Bird, but there's a guy somewhere in California who's a rapper who is I am Bird. That is his actual rap name. And
You suck.
I'm sick of these rappers with these full sentences as names.
yeah.
No, this one guy, and I actually
annoying.
like his music, but his name is Wi-Fi's Funeral.
See, we're not
Wait,
going to touch
what?
on that.
Wi-Fi's Funeral.
Wi-Fi's funeral.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
Okay.
Party next door.
Don't even get me started. When he first came out, I was like, who?
I thought it was a group.
I thought so too.
I thought it was a group.
Like, why is it a full sentence?
Party next door. Yeah.
And then I started like kind of digging him. So.
But here's
Fuck
here's
with
the
him.
cool
I
thing
love
is
him.
Bird's Eye View. Bird Eye View is actually available on both Instagram and Twitter. So now
Okay,
I'm under
great.
one name now. So I'm feeling hella accomplished right now.
Yeah.
So no longer photo and words, no longer the visual dope dealer. It is now Bird, BYRD_I_view.
Eye is in an eyeball.
Eye is an eyeball. Like Bird's Eye View? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but drop the S.
I just wanted to make sure people
Yeah.
knew because I thought about it. I was like, an eye. And then I was like,
Yeah, 'cause
and then
you
I
could be
looked.
eye.
Yeah, and then I
Yeah.
looked and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I like you're like in your eye socket. So thank you again for being on. Sharelle, this
thank
was
you.
a great first episode.
It was.
And like I
Your
said,
whole Instagram name.
yeah,
The whole thing.
it got 2 underscores. I didn't,
Shalom.
anyway, we out here, man.
Later.
Peace.
Yep.